Tonight, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
It's the first weekend in fall, and we have made the journey to Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week: 22 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Pressure comes and the Giants block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Special teams putting a mark on this game early. Opening drive, block punt.
And for one team, it's a good mark, and for the other, not so good. And this is why special teams coaches are like designated hitters to me. They don't get very many opportunities. They need to maximize when it comes their way. And as we just said, one of them did.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kayvon Thibodeaux in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And that will come the... offense as they take over. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Jones. That's caught by Hollister. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off play action. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 44 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got...
And, oh, what a catch. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. Taking it in. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And here come the Bills. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Munoz. First down now, but that clock rolling. Allen to throw once more. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. After the sack on 1st down, Allen. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Right here.
Throwing after the interception. Allen escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of one on first down. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Allen going to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Allen. Touchdown Bills. Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked it. officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds.
Their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Jones, a final shot before break. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a 1st down to boot. Barkley, inside handoff. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Pretty explosive run on that. Inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley from 3 yards out. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Allen will try again on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Allen again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a second and 10. Allen. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Here's Allen on first and 10. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. Throwing Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing again on second down. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On third down, Barkley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now Jones. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He finds his man, complete. That's Page. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And even 100 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Jones throwing on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On first down, Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap. Because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a give to Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to...
Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton from 19 yards away. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
To the air, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. That punt was near perfection as it... checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Page. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. That ball caught by Slayton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Jones now on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Up the middle with Barkley. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake. Jones sliding out of the pocket and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident. Aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.
And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.